Good morning everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on this channel. And today's video is going to be pretty simple. We're going to see if the iPad Pro can be used for traders, if this is your trading device, your only trading device that you have, to see if it is possible to use as a trading device. Say you are across the country and this is the only portable device that you have that you can bring along, if it's plausible to even trade with this or use it. I'm not going to be using anything else. I'm not going to be using monitors or extensions or mouses or whatnot. It's literally just the iPad Pro 11-inch with the Apple Magic keyboard to see if it is possible as an all-in-one trading device. Okay guys, we got both of these stations starting to record over here. Now I am noticing a problem when it comes to this already, especially if you are using web-based trading services. When you try to zoom in on TradingView, for example, sometimes you could end up, pinching the entire screen and it would zoom in just like that. It's like that could happen at random. See, just like that. Like I wanted to zoom in on the chart, but it just ended up zooming in on the entire web page. So I could see that as being a problem if you're a web-based trader, but if you use something like MetaTrader or NinjaTrader, maybe it's a little bit more app intuitive or iPad friendly. Now I am being quiet because my family is still asleep because it is currently 9:20 in the morning. So we will wait for a setup to occur. For now, we're just seeing what NASDAQ does. So I'm gonna wait till around 9:30 a.m. to see what the market does. And I will bring you guys back when I'm in a trade. This is basically raw footage, literally raw. I have the tablet set right over here and you guys as my webcam. Let me just adjust that. And yeah, there's not gonna be like talking about specs and whatnot. This is straight into trading with the iPad Pro. I'll see you guys when I'm in a trade. Now, I just want to say that the cool thing with having the iPad is that you're able to trade off of anywhere. You don't have to be at your workstation. Like my workstation's back there. I can be on my couch looking at the charts, basically having my entire platform all in one and just be comfortable, So you're not stressing out and making irrational decisions. You can trade basically off of anywhere. You can trade in your living room, in the kitchen, in your brother's room. You can trade anywhere you want. You can trade on the go, in a coffee shop or something, which is so sick. However, I do not recommend it. I absolutely do not recommend it. If you have a trading station, you have to treat it religiously. You have to be able to use your trading station as your workstation and be finished with it when you're done. So this just incorporates bad habits. If you only trade off of your trading station and you go ahead and start trading off of your iPad, it just means that you're allowing yourself to be able to trade anywhere around the place, and that is wrong. You should only be trading during a set amount of time during your trading plan and call it a day whenever you finish. Pretty cool that you can trade anywhere. However, do not recommend it. So there's about 10 seconds remaining till the market opens here, so let's see what it does. Normally around when market opens, it gets kind of volatile. Yeah, just take a look at that red candle. See, if I was in buys right now, I'd be probably close to hitting my stop loss. It probably would hit my stop loss. Just because markets do this, during open time, it's too volatile to make a decision on any direction that you want to head to. So it kind of shakes it up. Yep, right there would have been my stop loss. So if I was to have entered off of this trade, say off of this candle over here, and I wanted a conservative stop loss, I would have had my stop loss set there and take profit maybe somewhere up at these highs, and we can see market open would have taken us out. So it's exactly why I wait till after market open to take a position. What is this? This time I'll bring you guys back when we are in a trade. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back. Don't worry. Okay guys, hopefully we're getting a setup here. I'm a little nervous. We just have to wait for this candle to close above the 13 and I'm in. If it doesn't close above the 13, then we don't take the entry. We don't trade. Doesn't seem like it. We get another 15 seconds, so let's see what it does. Even if it does close above, I might give it a couple seconds. I sometimes the candle likes to kind of make a bottom wick. We can get in a bit lower. You can see it almost closed above. I just don't like that much. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, let's wait for it to kind of bottom wick on this next candle. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Now I'm gonna enter. Okay, We are in this position currently, risking around $1,000 on this trade. Hopefully it goes in our favor to make around that 50% consistency rule of $4,500. That's what we're looking at. Now I do believe this is set somewhere over here. I'm actually going to increase this just a bit to 1200, and we will wait to see what happens within this trade. This is my one and done trade. Like if I hit stop loss on this, I might call it a day because I have other stuff to do. All we're hoping for is price to kind of get up to this level right over here, that $4,500 mark, and we will be good. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like we're rejecting that 13 EMA pretty hard here, but can we get a closure above? If we get a closure above this 13, we're in a good position. If we don't, we're in a rough position. We didn't get the close above. We did not get that close above the 13, so this candle can easily flip bearish and continue going on down. Oh god, looks like stop loss might get hit here. Yep, stop loss got hit. I am down, Jesus Christ, $1,500 for today. It is what it is. I am done trading for today. I'm done. I took a 1% hit on my trade for today. Doesn't seem like the direction wanted to start that reversal right now. I might start it later on, maybe around 10 a.m. But I'm done trading. We will call it a day. Okay, so I would say that trading off of the iPad Pro is definitely doable. Like trading off of any iPad, doesn't have to be the iPad Pro or tablet. It's definitely doable if you have like the keyboard combo. I don't even think you need it because you're just pressing buttons. Would I recommend it? No, I do not recommend trading off of a tablet because it allows you that amount of freedom is too powerful, if it makes sense. So like you're able to trade anywhere at any time, and that shouldn't be the case. In my opinion, I feel like you need to be at your workstation, trading at your workstation, trading during your trading hours, and then once you're done, you close up shop and continue about your day. But because you have the iPad, you can basically take it anywhere and you can basically open up any positions at any time. There's no cutoff to it. Whereas with your trading station, if you walk away, you have to physically walk back to your trading station to go ahead and trade again. So you're basically giving yourself a harder time to trade versus whipping this device out and just entering into a position. So my recommendation, I do not recommend trading off of this. Have a workstation, unless you turn your iPad Pro or iPad into a workstation, then it can make sense. But as a secondary device to trade, maybe if you're out of seas or out of town, sure, yeah, it's okay, it's good. It does the job. At least for me, it does the job because my trading style is pretty simple and my platform is pretty simple and intuitive to use. So overall, I do not recommend it, but if this is your only device, it's not bad. This was a different style of video that I was making. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe. I have a MacBook Air that I'm gonna do, or a laptop that I'm gonna do, trading just off of your laptop. And then I guess the final series would be trading off of your phone to see if it is plausible. I've done this before. I've done this just trading off of my phone. And this one, oh boy, this is gonna be a video that you guys wanna watch. Definitely. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the year ends, and I'll just be very grateful if you guys do. I will catch you guys all next week. Take care and goodbye.